Okay, these next videos are going to be short and sweet, the way people like them, so that you understand what you're looking at. Right here is an indication of 5 with the flat plane put into the middle, with the idea of the north-south compass put over your head. All right, that's north, that's south, that's west, that's east. Okay, there's another type of magnetic field, and that's going to be the north-north polarity, all right, which then creates a separate pattern. Do you see that with everything else being the same? So this is an analogy not only to the workings of magnetism, but to the workings of your mind, to the workings of an idea that I can give to you in 2 separate ways, one being truth and one being the exact opposite and or a fiction. If you look at the idea of the north-north polarity, you understand that that is a system then that sends out. Do you notice everything is going out from the light, the arc light in the center, the square created, right? You do see that, right? So then that system is out. Everything's going out. It's serving. That is a serving system, right? Now, if you were to go corrupt this system, all right, then you have to change the polarity of one side. You break one pole, you create a south hoax pole. That then forces the magnetic field to then feed upon itself. And in fact, if you look at the north top, most of that influence is being pushed out and gone. Then what influence is let in, the light that is let in, the corrupted light that is let in, creates the rounded idea of the. So then you have the fallen system, the idea of the world, the wall, turned into the ball, turned into the globe, spinning, spinning, spinning. And that idea is a lie. All right. All the proof that you can be shown, all the evidences that you can be shown, points to a flat plane. Everyone purporting to talk about a globe has nothing to offer. Notice that there's an attempt to confuse, again, people out there, that they live on a flat plane with deviations being changes in elevation from what's called sea level. Okay, so then if you look at this is called a carpenter bee, which I found fully preserved, and I would like to then prove to you another way through creation that another person out there who's trying to sell you a bill of goods, telling you that there are no straight lines in creation, which isn't true, is not true, completely untrue. Okay, I'm going to show you a couple of different examples, and then you can put that to bed, because you'll be able to use your own eyes, and you're already starting to look around and see some examples of straight lines. But in particular, I'd like to zoom into the eye, because the eye, I've noticed that there's the shill contingent that likes to take a truth, put it out, and then say, okay, that's it, everything else falls under that. Well, that's a truth within a truth. All right? Keep going then. So yeah, you can find round, you can find straight. You can find them both. Okay? So then if I zoom in on the eye, and that's what I'm most interested in, is the eye of this, which is the carpenter bee. I'm going to show you the geometry of this eye, okay? So then why is the bee so important to those who run this place? It is because within the eye of this bee, you can see the geometric shape of the honeycomb and or the geometric lines, straight lines, squaring a circle. Do you see that? Okay, so now that that's put to bed with a single picture, now you can take all those liars, you can go ahead and tell them, hey, listen, you're wrong. Step away, man. And now you can go then learn something. I'll go ahead and leave a bunch of videos down below going back to part 1 that you can understand the physics of the flat plane. You can understand where you live finally, and then understand that this is just the way this is, and then you exist. But what happens is it allows you to prioritize and then dismiss all of the lies fed to you, the space hoax. You need to understand that the moon, the sun, the stars, they are but lights doing their thing. Let them do their thing. You do your thing. Okay? I'd also like to show you one more example away from the bee, and that would be the widow spider. In this instance, I'm going to show you the black widow spider coming up after this next. And look at the lens on the bee. Look at the lens also. The lens of the bee mimics the honeycomb shape. Okay? You see that, correct? Now, if I wanted to talk to you about the markings on a spider, it says occasionally the color of the hourglass can be yellow or orange, and every once in a while you can find a female with only one triangle. That's 3 straight lines put together, and or 8 making an hourglass. All right, this is a younger spider, being that the hourglass is slightly fuzzy. What happens as they get older is this will tighten up and create a straighter geometry, or I should say just more defined geometry. That's a straight line right there. That's as straight as you're gonna find. Straight and level. Holding the pearl, man. You're not gonna tell me I'm a liar. The earth is built on a plane, which is flat. You rise and or you lower to what is called sea level. Pressure then changes accordingly, whether you go up and or down. Also, what is referred to as gravity is nothing more than the magnetic force which is holding you 90 degrees in the minus direction directly to the plane of the earth. All right? That's it. A constant. So then once you understand that, again, all of the space hoax goes. So then you understand everything you see in the night sky is projections onto planes, other planes of existences, okay? Their own glories, their own tracks. Once you understand that, then you dismiss all the NASA lies. You dismiss all those on the internet and in your life that are telling you to then participate in the lies of those same people. Those same people who are feeding you the NASA lies are feeding you all the other political lies. You have to be able to stand above this. You need to get off your knees. Stand up, look around. Stop being taken for rides by these people. And if you do decide to go on that ride, you have nobody but yourself to blame, and can keep your mouth shut. Don't act as if you haven't been told. Now, I'll leave those links below. You can do yourself a favor or not. You can take a look at them or not. You can understand them. That would be a real big help. Or not. Alright, now move your feet. I need to sweep under there. And now get all of you. Okay, part 3. The flat plane of existence and how then do with relationship to gravity, as I showed you yesterday, is this direction holding you straight down on the center, and then everything out, hang your arms out. They're going to want to what? Fall back to the center, right? Now look at the flipped opposite. Look up into the top, right? Now imagine this as being another plane. of existence. And imagine a sun running across it and you looking at it from a distance. Do you notice that there's a magnetic pattern that's there with a gate and then it continues? Let me show you how that would operate with this setup. So now if I want to move my sun across the sky, I will then move it across a plane, which is a flat surface. I'll move it through a gate where then it will go ahead and get reconfigured. That's through magnetism, all right? And then laid upon the next track and then keeps on moving down the road. So it would go through a gate. That gate then would set it anew on its new course. And then that course is, of course, goes around and around and around in a circuit. Okay, I'll show you how that would look. Now this is using what is the direction I've used is the 7-7, interestingly enough, and then the strength is dependent on how fast I want to move it through the course. Okay, so this is adjustable. All right, so then let's look, just see how this looks right now. Go. So now I'm moving, and of course at the distance that would look different, and I can see it goes through the gates and then it continues on to its next track. Do you see how that works? All right, and then if I wanted to, I would adjust to another number or direction if I wanted to fine tune this to get the exact pace I'm looking for. Okay. And then stars, moon, sun, anything that's shown to you in the nighttime sky is put upon planes and goes through gates. Okay? And then you see this movement through. Okay? What it looks like. All right. And then as it moves out of sight, that would be what's called, what's considered setting, but it's just moving out of sight. All right, that's part 3. And now with that understanding, part 4, I'm not sure when it's going to come out, but part 3, this is simple, and don't try and overcomplicate it because it's not. You then just have to take this circuit, build it around. How big do you want your circuit, right? The Book of Enoch talks about 6 gates to set, 6 gates to rise, that idea. So then that's a circuit of 12. Then gates, lay that on a flat plane around 12 points. You've seen that symbol before, haven't you? All right. Anyways, the way to get out of this system is... In fact, I'm going to change the way I tell you this because I'm starting to get a little bit annoyed with people. All right? I'm going to tell you how I got out, and then you're welcome to do what you like. All right? I called on Jesus Christ to show me the truth, to save me from this deception, and that happened. I was given the Comforter, which is His mind. That's it. Everyone else is a contender. Everyone else is a pretender. Everyone else on here who's talking about a subject and is not putting the way out and giving it to you as an option is a deceiver and a liar. They're trying to sell you something. That's a fact. Can they explain anything? Or are they just talking? Because if they're just talking, that's called opinion. And opinion is worthless. You were told in school that your opinion matters. It does not. You have to change the polarity of one side. You break one pole, you create a south hoax pole. That then forces the magnetic field to then feed upon itself. And in fact, if you look at the north top, most of that influence is being pushed out and gone. Then what influence is let in? The light that is polarity. You understand that is a system then that sends out. Do you notice everything is going out from the light, the arc light in the center, the square created, right? You do see that, right? So then that system is out. Everything's going out. It's serving That is a serving system, right? Now, if you were to go corrupt this system, all right, then you let in the corrupted light that is let in creates the rounded idea of the. So then you have the fallen system, the idea of the world, the wall, turned into the ball, turned into the globe, spinning, spinning, spinning. And that idea is a lie, all right? All the proof that you can be shown, all the evidence is north-north polarity, all right, which then creates a separate pattern. Do you see that with everything else being the same? So this is an analogy not only to the workings of magnetism, but to the workings of your mind, to the workings of an idea that I can give to you in two separate ways, one being truth and one being the exact opposite and or a fiction. If you look at the idea of the north-north, okay, these next videos are going to be short and sweet, the way people like them, so that you understand what you're looking at. Right here is an indication of 5 with the flat plane put into the middle, with the idea of the north-south compass put over your head. All right, that's north, that's south, that's west, that's east. Okay, there's another type of magnetic field, and that's going to be the